just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure.
And I'm back,
the bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure.
Hey, what's going on, good people? What's up, Tony? Oh, you like that voice there? What's happening, everybody? I hope that y'all are having a great start to your week. I know I've been missing in action for the last week or so. We had a lot going on. I had a good Friendsgiving, and then my birthday was after that, so had a break for a little bit. But today we're going to get back into it on our Dollars to Cents podcast, guys. We're going to be diving into this Bitcoin thing, cryptocurrency. I'm going to try to break it down to you and show you how you should go out there and do your own research. I don't want you guys to fall into the trap of all these shiny spoons, these shiny objects that are going to be popping up in front of your face because Bitcoin has went up. And you're going to have a lot of people looking to capitalize off of your lack of knowledge when it comes to this industry, especially when you see something jump up, almost to $100,000. FOMO comes in, and you may want to try to jump in and catch that wave. And hopefully after today, when I break some things down to you guys, you'll get into cryptocurrency if you haven't already. But when you get into it, you're going to make the smart decision and don't allow individuals to take advantage of you. I always say this crypto space is the wild, wild west. There's no rules to it, so you need to be very careful. Do not put any money into this market that you're going to be scared to lose. But if you got some coins, by all means, it can change your life. Now, yes, we're a little bit behind for individuals who haven't jumped in yet. So for me to tell you to get into Bitcoin, it'd be the best option, would probably be lying to you. Your returns won't be that great. It could be, but, with the price point that it's at, could it get higher? Absolutely, with the new administration coming in. But there's other coins that I'm going to be showing you guys tonight, and you can look to get into those, and you'll probably have greater returns. So again, stay tuned. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Tell 3 other entrepreneurs or business owners about what we got going on over here tonight, so they can learn a little bit more about cryptocurrency. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Travis Davis. I'm a government contractor. I've been doing it for over 11 years. But on each and every week, I come to you guys and teach you guys the information that I know. And on Tuesdays, we talk about the business and mindset on the Dollars and Cents podcast. Wednesdays, we go over government contracting. And on Thursdays, we go over a tool that we've created to help you entrepreneurs generate more business for yourself, manage your government contracts, your pipeline, and all of your contacts. So again, make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel so you guys can stay updated when we do go live here. But today, again, I'm not just going to be talking to you guys about cryptocurrency. I'm going to show you what you should be doing so you can make the best decision for yourself. Now, absolutely, I do advise as well to get into communities that are talking about this stuff so you can stay updated. But before you move any money, okay, or crypto, before any transactions happen with anybody, I want you to understand it first so you're not making an emotional decision. All right, that's my goal tonight. If you guys have a crypto or something, again, that you want to, talk about, by all means, drop it in the chat. Any question that you got along this way, drop it in the chat so I can get it answered for you, so you're not out there in la la land. Hopefully these lights don't keep messing with my eyes here. I got lights all over the place. I was shooting video. Hold on, let me turn this light down here off. All right, cool. Maybe that helps out. All right, so let's get ready to dive into this thing here. Let me change my screen. Where's my screen? I've been playing around with stuff and I can't remember where I moved all of my screens to. You know what? We're just going to use this screen right here in this background. No, I can't use that. Bear with me. All right, there we go. All right, first and foremost, don't forget, if you guys got questions about anything that I do or got going on, you can always visit travisknows.com and you can join our Middleman's Club right there. We got some updates coming here to the Middleman's Club, so make sure you guys check it out. Our tool, SB Money Flow, is located right here. By all means, join our community. Yes, join our community. You can click right here. It's completely for free. Go to travisknows.com. Once again, that is travisknows.com. I forgot I got my little stream deck right here that puts that there in the chat. And join our community. You can get it for free. If you need a consultation, you can access that right here. Funding for your business. We work with a company called Ladder Financial Group. They've been tremendous help towards us, so we're sharing them with you all. So if you need funding for your business, real estate, whatever it is, they work with the SBA as well. So go ahead, access funding here. If you need to get organized, QuickBooks, there's a special going on with QuickBooks for the next 6 months. So make sure that you click right here so you can get that. If you need a credit card, Amex is our go-to. Any of the podcast equipment that I use, and I'm going to be putting some more equipment for stuff there. But anyways, it's all located right here. Last but not least, the reading list that has taught me a lot of information is located right down here at the bottom that you guys can access. Let's dive into this thing. So I'm actually opening this up with you guys. I haven't done it myself in a while, but we're going to go to Trading View. All right. Somebody type Trading View in the chat, tradingview.com. This is going to be where we start to chart. Now, we can do this with anything. It's not just cryptocurrency. This is any currency market. It all needs to be treated the same way. Commodities too, because when you buy it is what's most important when it comes to whether you're trading it or you're buying and holding. Both of them, when you go to put your money towards them, buying it will always matter. It's kind of like government contracting to me. You got to be able to buy things at its best price in order for stuff to work out for you. So again, we're not going to change anything with this process. We're going to pay attention to the chart so the chart can tell us when is the best time to buy. If you see it jumping on the internet, if you see me pop up on my story talking about how it's gone up, you should not buy 9 times out of 10 right there, because you're going to end up losing out on money. All right, so we're going to go to Trading View here. We're going to go, let me see, where have they put the charts at? Oh, it looks like it's just right here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and search, and we're going to go to crypto. Now, I'll tell you, Coinbase is probably going to be the easiest for you to get involved in. If you don't already have like somewhere to buy crypto and stuff, there's a bunch of other options, but just to simplify things, we're going to say Coinbase. Okay. And I'm not going to get into the offline wallets and all of that stuff. Like, this is for the 101 individuals. So we're going to come here, and I'm paying attention to this right side because it's telling me this is the chart to go with Coinbase in Bitcoin. So I want to click right here. And as you guys can actually see, I charted this stuff up years ago, a long time ago. I haven't come in here and change things up. But what I'm going to show you guys tonight is just really basic. We're going to call it support and resistance. All right. Somebody type support and somebody type resistance in the chat so I can make sure that you guys are staying with me here. I don't want you to worry about Fibonacci and all of this other stuff. The better you get at charting and understanding this stuff, the easier it's going to be to add on other things like Fibonacci. But support and resistance is more than enough to get you wealthy. Okay? So the way that we're going to do this is there's this right here in your left hand side. Let me make sure you guys can see that. All right, there's this trend line right here on the left hand side. We're going to click on that, and we want a horizontal line. All right, now this horizontal line, once we click on it, you'll see it'll just cover right there. Now we can come here and change the colors up for what we need, which I advise you to do. And you should probably have like a little ledger for what I show you here, so you can remember what your colors mean. Unlike myself, I'll be forgetting my colors sometimes. But anyways, so what we're going to do is now take our chart. And what I'll tell you is the further out you can go. All right. So what I like to do is look for something called wicks. Right. This is a wick. It's the candle right here in this line. I may need to zoom in for you guys. All right. Zoom out a little bit. All right. So as you look at these candles right here, the body is called the candle. All right. And then that line over top and the bottom is what's called the wick. So that's what I'm looking for. So as you can see, this is the body of a candle. And then this is the wick of it. They came all the way down to here. Now, let me explain what this means. That means that this chart time frame, let me see, where am I at? This is a 1-day chart time frame. I can change my chart time frames down here at the bottom. So I'm on a 1-day chart. That means that every candle that was created is a day. So if I look right here, this tells me that price got to a max level. Now there's a little wick up here at the top that you probably can't see. Bitcoin got to a max level on August 24th of 58,251.82. It could not hold the price there, but instead it held a price around 58,081 and 54,172. So that's what, a $4,000 difference that it fluctuated around during that day, but it got all the way down during that day to 49,243. So imagine, you got into Bitcoin and at its peak, you got in, 4 days previously when it was at 68,000 and it drops all the way down here to 49,000. You'll probably panic and end up selling and losing your money because you don't quite understand how cryptocurrency operates and how this, especially Bitcoin, it moves in very big gaps. You got to be able to stomach, $10,000 drops because it's easy for Bitcoin to go up and down $10,000, right? So don't panic. This is why we have to chart. All right. So support and resistance is what we're going to pay attention to. And what we are looking for is where are the max wick touches? So if I was to look at this chart and move it out, I can still see wick lines. The minute I can't see wick lines anymore, I'm gone too far out, right? So I want to come here and all right, I see wick lines now. Right here. All right. So I can say, okay, I can now see wick lines. I can draw support and resistance. Now, remember, this is on a day chart. You're going to have to get good at this, that you're going to have to do it at multiple time frames. So you're going to have to do it on 1 day. You're going to have to do it on 1 month, 6 months, 1 year. So you can get an accurate entry point. This is the purpose. We got to know when to enter. And trust me, if I change from this 1 day chart and I go to this 6 month chart, Bitcoin movement looks completely different. And this is for any stock. It doesn't matter, Bitcoin or whatever it is. This is how the chart is going to operate. This is why you have to chart on different time frames so you can get a better entry. Now, you should be able to come down here. So I was seeing, look, they didn't change things up. I'm trying to get my wicks to go to, or my candles. Like if you can get it down to every minute, which is saying, and you can, so this is a minute time frame. And as you can see, it's so small, I can't even see. And I don't have the charts up to there. So I was trying to see if I could go back in the time, but every one of these wicks are now 1 minute. This is what you should pay attention to on when you want to enter. You want to get it down on that minute chart, right? So now this is an hour, and the hour is looking completely different than if I went to a 5 day, right? So we look at the higher time frames so we can understand the gaps. But when we want to actually go buy, we're looking for lower time frames so we know exactly when to come in and start to snipe, right? So let me change this back to an hour here. And what we're looking at, matter of fact, I'm going to actually change this back to a month. It's the only thing I hate about trading view. I be messing my view up. When I be zooming out and stuff like this. All right. So anyways, the objective, you get as many wicks as you can in there. Now, of course, I had a better view earlier. See if that'll fix it. And then I'm coming to my support and resistance. Support and resistance. Where can I get the most wick touches at the top, right? So that's resistance. I get to the top. I can't break through it. I can't punch through it. Something's resisting me from going above, and it makes me go back down. Support. What do? I jump on the floor, right? I can walk on the floor right now, and I don't have to worry about falling, right? That's my support. Money won't go below this point because it's supporting at that point. Once it hits here, it says, hey, you should bounce back. One of them will break at some point. And this is what we got to pay attention to. We want to only buy when price hits around our support line. And we want to get out. Well, this is when we get into trading, okay? And I'll show you the difference between trading and like buying and holding here in a second. All right, if you're trading, you want to get out when it gets back to that resistance line where you should get profits and leave a little in case it goes through resistance and you can keep riding it to the top. All right, and go to the next line. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go here to trading view. Again, you're going to come over here. You're going to get a horizontal line. You're going to look here and find your support and resistance. Remember, we're looking for the most wick touches. We probably want to look down here and start off at a 1 month window. And you want to be around current price. Current price is up here. So we want to chart around that current price point. Remember, you can zoom out, zoom in until we can't see wicks no more because we got to be able to see those wicks. All right, so here. Now I can take this and I can say, okay, here's my line. I see that the most wick touches probably is like right here. All right, and let me change this color. We're going to change this to hot pink. All right, now I'm looking for the next one to be my support. And I can see support is my most wick touches for this is about right there. And again, I'm looking, I can see the wicks right here. There's wicks right here. There's wicks right here. Now, you can slide this up and down if you need to. Now, I'm looking for the wick as close to the body as I can. All right. Now that I got that, remember, we just did this on a 3 month chart. So what I now want to change this to is now let's look at 1 day. And maybe I'll change this up to an hour. All right. Now remember those bigger wicks, those pink ones, that was for our 3 month chart. The higher you go up in the chart, the bigger you can see, especially when we go back and look at previous history, because that'll tell us when to get in and get out. All right. So I can see right here that Bitcoin between 80, what was that? 88, 819 and 85,947. There's an opportunity to get in and out. That would be for trading purposes. Now, me personally, I've already marked this stuff up previously. So if I was to go look at my 1 year chart, I'm technically, trading off of my charts that I've had here of previous. Now, my yellows were my larger time frames. You can see the gap. So if I just went off my previous charting, I would say, okay, Bitcoin was at 54,000 and then it got up to 69,000, right? And we could just say, if I was to come down here, 54, right? I'll say 54,000 and 70,000. So let's do some math right there. That's 54,000. That's 64,000. That's 10,000. And there's another 6. So that's $16,000 price gap right there. So if I come right here and now say, okay, this is where Bitcoin kept freezing us out at before. It kept resisting. And I can see that it came here. Now, what I'm paying attention to, I may need to zoom in here. If I come back over here, you say, well, Travis, it went above your resistance. Well, remember, I'm looking for wick touches. Just because it went over the resistance, did it close over the resistance? And if one candle closed, I'm looking for the next candle. Could it really hold over top of resistance, or did it resist it? So if I look here, price came up there. You see these very long wicks right here. So it looks like it went above, but it couldn't hold it. Remember, the wick came through our resistance. One candle closed above, and then the next candle came right back through our resistance, and it came back down again. It came back up. It touched it again. It couldn't work. Touched it again. Couldn't work. Came back down. It tried it again 2 more times. It resisted. What happened? Now remember, we're looking at a $16,000 price gap right here. Patience. Remember, patience could have made you rich. If you didn't jump in it when everybody was talking about it online right here, this is what happened when all the gurus come out and they tell you like, hey, now's the time to get into Bitcoin. You should get into my group so I could tell you about Bitcoin and buy it right now. Well, you end up buying it up here, and I'm telling you that's the wrong thing to do. Instead, I see a $16,000 gap. I start to test and see my resistance over and over again. I'm going to be patient. Now, when did this happen? This went down on March 13th, 2024. Now, if you would have been patient, you could have got in here on May 1st, 2024, when price got back down here to, what is that, 56,000. I told you 54,000 is our target market. But if you was just that impatient, you could have made sure you waited. But if you would have stayed true to the principles and say, hey, I'm not getting back in this until it gets back to support area. That means I can't listen to everybody on the internet. I got to stick to principles here. But boom, it comes back up. It hits again. Cool. You ain't lost no money because you ain't got in yet. Well, what happened on July 5th, 2024? That's July 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 months away. It finally got back to our $54,000 price point. You could have got in it then. And within less than 30 days, it would have made you $16,000 in less than 30 days by being patient. And then guess what? What did I tell you? When it gets to your support, you get out and you leave a little in case the ride comes again. But guess what? It hit support and it came back to our resistance again. Now, here you go. You would say, Travis, it blew through your resistance. No, a wick went through it. Price said, hey, look, our support. Price said, hey, look, this is the support. You drop below it, but we can't go below support. So what are you supposed to do? Get in again, buy it again. And now you have to be patient. It went up and down right here. It came back down. I personally would have purchased some more. Every time it comes to support, I'm buying some more. And then what would have happened to you? Life-changing results would have happened to you if you would have stuck to the principles. Now, I stick to my principles. My life been changing with cryptocurrency. If you would have just stuck to your principles, remember, price never got back up here again. You would have purchased, and then you would have went from purchasing cryptocurrency at $54,000 to now it being up here at $86,000. What's that? 50, 60, 78, $30,000 that you could have made by being patient and not listening to what everybody's talking about. Now, how do we move forward in today's time? So based off my history and my charting, what did I tell you? There's a $16,000 gap. I personally don't need to come here and draw these lines that I drew right here anymore. So let me take those off. Now, you need to get in the habit of charting for yourself. So what I'm going to naturally do is say, okay, well, there's a $16,000 jump. So if I came back up here to what used to be my resistance, which is now my support, because it clearly closed over top of that. So I'm now saying that my support is 70,000. Let me go up 16,000 from 70,000. What would that be? 86,000. So if I come up here to 86,000, this is where I want my new line to be. Let me change that to yellow. I want my new line to be here at 86,000. Now, if I just look, as you guys can see, I'm just doing this live with y'all. It ain't like I had this already pre-done. So if I just look, I see that Bitcoin already gave me a wick right here to A. Look, that $16,000 gap, like this may be the current resistance. Now I need to pay attention to this next candle. How's this next candle going to close? We got till 10 p.m. that we got to pay attention, because remember, we're on, I believe these are 1 hour candles that I put them on. Oh, I'm sorry. These are 1 day candles. I'm looking right here. These are 1 day candles. Now, let me show you what's really cool about this. Now, we're looking on 1 day right here. So every day, I still got to wait till probably tomorrow. Well, no, we're still in today. So this candle's going to close above maybe. So if Bitcoin gets below 86,000 within by 12 p.m., we'll understand that, again, it's showing resistance. But if it closes above, we're now paying attention to the candle that happens tomorrow and how it closes, because if it closes above 86,000 as well, without touching this, well, we now have what could potentially be new support. But I personally would not buy any Bitcoin right now. Instead, I'm looking to wait for Bitcoin to get back around this $70,000 price. And that's when I'm going to buy in. I don't care if Bitcoin shoots up to $100,000. Do not lose the principle. This is how greed gets you to lose all of your money. This is why I don't believe in traders and people who talk about they're making millions off investing. I got to actually know, did they have the discipline to do this? Most people don't. I'm just giving you a heads up. So remember, we're at a $16,000 gap. Now, if you take these principles, you can move to anything. Now, that's Bitcoin. So hopefully you guys understand how to chart. Do you guys understand how to chart? Put a chart in the chat. Somebody type chart in the chat if you are understanding how you should go about charting. Now, while you guys type that, I'm going to show you guys something that just came across my news feed right before I got on here. You could go to Google and type in Elon and Trump. So what I want to show you is Trump names Elon Musk to co-lead newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. Now, some of you guys are going to get a lot of emotional. I could care less about what's going on right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I ain't got no control over it. So I'm not about to get my panties in a bunch about something I can't control. Instead, I'm understanding that Elon is a fan of cryptocurrency. A lot of the cabinet members that President Trump is starting to appoint are also fans of cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is probably going to be getting utilized. Well, Trump just created this Department of Government Efficiency. I'm pretty sure if they come down here in the article, okay, it says a newly led created Department of Government Efficiency. Now, look, I'm pretty sure Elon had something to do with the naming of this new agency that he will be heading up. You got to pay attention to Elon. He's look, man, Elon loved leaving what he called Easter eggs. And like, he likes to send people on hunts. And if you can match the hunt up, like, you get rewarded. Okay. Now, this is a hunch, but I just told you he likes to send us on these Easter eggs hunts. So I'm hunting. Now, I understand that Elon, if I come here and I say Elon to the moon. Now, I could have typed something else in, but I just wanted to type that. To the moon crypto. See what pops up. Dogecoin. Dogecoin is what Elon be pumping when he was pumping crypto back in the day, talking about we gonna get into Doge and we going to the moon. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be accepting Dogecoin inside of the Teslas and whatnot. That's what he said at one point. But he's always been talking about Dogecoin. Is it crazy that Dogecoin is DOGE and the Department of Government Efficiency is DOGE? Now, again, this is speculations. I cannot confirm or deny what I'm seeing, but I'm going to go and bet on what I'm seeing with my own two eyes. So instead of worrying about Bitcoin right now, because most people don't have $88,000, don't have $70,000 when it gets back here. Not saying that you need $70,000 to purchase Bitcoin. I would still get some when it gets down to $70,000, but you probably ain't going to get too much of it. Now, if I come change this here though to DOGE, and again, we're going to look at Coinbase. Oh, man. We about to get to charting. Look, I got to chart this up anyways because I got to chart it up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to pay attention to what's going on. So let me go ahead. I'm about to change this to 1 year. Now, because it's spiking like this, I'm actually going to have to chart back in history for this one. I'm not going to start from the front. And again, this, a lot of people don't like doing this work because it's work, but we talking about creating wealth and you trying to tell me you don't want to do this work. Just don't be matching up to me. All right. So I got price right there. Boom. I can see as much as I can see right there. All right. So my first thing is I'm going to get a line here and I am going to just start charting here because I know price is currently all the way up this area. So I'm going to drop one right here. Now, again, I don't mind, putting a wick through, support through candles and things that are already, I'm looking for the most wick touches, right? And I can make this line a little smaller if I want. And let me change this to blue. All right. Now I'm going to do it again. And I'm looking for the support for this resistance. So I can look right. No. Don't like that. All right, I like this spot right here. And then I'm just going to move along. Do it again. Now, I'll show you guys something pretty neat here. Hopefully it matches up around that. So So we got that there. And remember, we can always go to move these too. So hit that there. And I hit that there. All right. Now, granted to that bottom one. Now, if I look here from here to here, that was 0.13. And from there, we got 23. So that's a 10-cent gap right there. Now, is it just by coincidence that if I look here at 23, this is 32,975? I'm pretty sure I just knock it up a notch to, again, we can move these, just knock it up a notch to 33 instead of 32, right? Because it's just right there. And you can see that the gap is the same. So now I can tell myself, okay, well, it's these 10-cent gaps right here that this thing likes to jump through. Now, remember, we're looking on a 1-year chart. If I was to come down here to 5 days, things would look completely different. I don't feel like going all the way back, but it would look different. So remember, I was marking up history of what previously happened so I can know what's about to happen in the future. All of these stocks and everything, it all works the same way. So once you learn how to do charting for one, you can do charting for all. It's just some move faster than others, right? So anyways, now that I'm here off history, let's see if this matches up. And is my test true or not? Now, I know because I've been in Dogecoin that, it went through a rough spot that you had to hold. What did it do? It got down here to support. You had to buy. You could have got out right there, right? It gave you an opportunity. Then it came back down and it hit the support again. You could have got out right here. And then you would have played around right here, trying to buy in again as it came down in touch. But what did it do? It came down. And look, you don't just sell out because something comes down, right? You remember, well, we still got support here. It comes down and then look, it takes off. So now you got to ask yourself, remember, we got these windows. Now, ain't it crazy that as it was going up, price wicked out right here? The 10-cent gap from 23 to 33, we got a crazy wick right here. We're looking for this one to close. If it closes over top, because this didn't close over top, we're starting a process to confirm that this is the new support. So we got 2 days, patience, if you want to get into Dodge. Now, again, it is taking off. It's only a couple cents, so you can take the risk. But I got to look up here in the beginning, and let's see if I take my 10-cent principle, what happened here previously. So let me duplicate this. All right, that should have put it at 10 if I'm correct. No, they put it at 38. We want to go to 43. All right, so we're looking at 43, and then we're going to go ahead and clone this again. And from 43, we're going to be looking at 53. All right, so these are our windows that if price keeps going up for Dogecoin, this is where we're going to be paying attention to. This is the start of Dogecoin. We have our what we believe to be support when it first got created. Now remember, off the first creation, we don't have history. So we had to test and see. But we could confirm that this was support because I can confirm that it was resistance right here. So if it's resistance, it got to be support. Cool. So that's how Dodge is going to work out. I would not be getting into Dodge. Let me see. So this is current price. I wouldn't get into Dodge if I didn't get in already. If y'all would have listened to me the other day, I actually on my Instagram, maybe y'all should follow me over on Instagram. I actually told people to get into Dodge right around here on my birthday, November 5th, and it was at 14 cents. So, I made quite a nice little penny getting in this Dodge at 14 cents. So this is the type of things that could change your life. But I personally, too, would be looking to buy and hold because I'm waiting to see, again, we got to wait for President Trump to get into office. He's not in there yet, but I would definitely be waiting to see what's about to go down with this whole cabinet right here, which look at the mission of this cabinet. Mr. Ramsey. They will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. I believe this has a lot to do with digital currencies, man. So just pay attention. So if you do decide to get in a Dogecoin, you should look to get in and hold for a little while. And this may possibly be the next Bitcoin. Now, before I move any further, I see that somebody put the GAR. I'll definitely go and look at that. Now, if you want to get into any other cryptos, let me actually come here. Can I get into my Coinbase? Because I be forgetting. Let me see if I can get in. I probably need authentication and whatnot. Nope. See, look, I can't even get into my own stuff, man. Be crazy out here. Pay with Google, sign in with Apple. I guess I'm just not going to get into my Coinbase. All right, but anyways, since I can't get into my Coinbase, I can't show you guys. I was about to show you how we got these coins over here. But what you should look if you were getting into crypto in the safest, because I told you it's the wild, wild west. So Ethereum would be the next one that I would be looking into for safety opposed to Bitcoin. After Ethereum, I would probably look into, and everything gets iffy after you get out of Ethereum and Bitcoin. But I would say Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash. Outside of that, and Doge, I would not mess with any other cryptos because, again, it is the wild, wild west. And if you can't stomach it, I would not get into it. Now, I'm in a bunch of different, they call it altcoins. I'm in a bunch of different ones of those, but, I've lost over 99% in quite a few of these altcoins of the money that I put in. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, just stick to those ones that I informed of you, unless you know what you're doing and you can stomach that loss. And you still may lose in those ones that I told you to. Again, this is the wild, wild west. All right, so let's go look at GAR. I have absolutely no idea what GAR is. But we're going to look at GAR. I'm guessing it's not on Coinbase. I don't see it there. So it's not that we can't look at it. It's just the platform that you can't purchase it on Coinbase. So we'll probably just have to look at this one. So again, we'll come here, look at the 1 year view. Oh, man. Hell no, I wouldn't get into this. I don't even know what it is. But it don't look right. It started all the way up here. Damn. Where did it start at? Jesus Christ. You got all the way up to 83 cents. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna look at this. I don't, you know, this is what I be saying with the internet, man. This is to me like pump and dump stuff. This is people on the internet figuring out like how they can hustle the system, and you may get inside of a group that convinces you this is the next one to go with, and they gonna pump it. Your emotions is gonna make you stay in it, and then they gonna dump it on your ass, and you gonna lose all your money because it's gonna do that drop. When I seen that large drop right there, like, oh, this is some pump and dump stuff. You gotta watch out. Can you get lucky? Possibly, but I'm not about to tell you to roll the dice because that's what this is. This is a crapshoot. Check Dodge. I already went over Dodge. Already went over Dodge. What do we got? AVAX, AVAX. I'm about to show you guys Tesla in a minute too. All right, so we got Avalanche. Again, I don't know what this stuff is, guys. I don't need to read the white paper on these coins either, because those is lies too. All these white papers on cryptocurrency that they be making is so funny. Ain't nobody did nothing on that white paper yet. I hope y'all understand. This is just all a hustle, man. Like, ain't nobody did nothing on this stuff. They just moving money in front of our face. So again, I would do like here. I could see that, there was support right here, and it just so happens that it was resistance right there before. So that matches up perfectly. And you got to get low down here. I'll do the same thing right there. So we got support, resistance, boom, right there, right there, right there. It just went through, right? So now we just got to pay attention. If, what's about to happen right here. But again, $33 to $56. So what is that? 30, 40, 50. That's what, $23 difference that you can look towards. But again, it's the Wild Wild West. It is the Wild Wild West. So you would just take these, clone, and just look 23 every time. So if I'm 56 right here, I'm going to be 66, 76. Will be 79. It'll be right there. And it just so happens you can see that it's support and resistance right there. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't need to get fancy with this stuff, man. Like, this works. This method that I'm showing you works for everything if you just be patient. It will change your life. You can put alerts right here to let you know when to buy in. And trading is more riskier than buying and holding. You got to be able to stomach that. So if you're not a person that can stomach that, buy and hold. But I would not tell you to get into crypto. It's the Wild Wild West. Instead, I would say, okay, well, let's come over here and look at stocks. And we're going to take our same principles and do the exact same thing. Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, that subscribe button. Remember, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs or business owners so they can know what's going on when it comes here to stocks and crypto. So anyways, let's look at something like Tesla, because I love me some Tesla, man. So we're going to look at TSLA, and we're going to look at it on the NASDAQ. I was trying to see. Stuff be erasing my chart sometimes. Or maybe I'm not in the right account. I know I got a Tesla chart somewhere. Trying to see if I can find it before I go down this rabbit hole. God dang it. Why? All right, I guess I got to recharge stuff up. Maybe I'm on the wrong account. All right, whatever. All right, so we're putting Tesla in here now. I'm going to go on a 5-year window so I can see. They've been around for a little while here. So I'm not going to worry about Tesla down here when it was at that $6 marker, and I'm not actually going to worry about any of it here. So just looking right here off when Tesla started moving, we're going to go ahead and chart it up from here. So remember, we're on a 5-year. So the bigger you go out, the better you can see. Then you got to crunch this thing down. All right. So if I just start right here, I can see, okay, I got some wick touches there. All right. See, would it be better here? Like it right there. No, can't put it right there. Yeah, it's got to be here. All right. So that's one. And then again, I'm going to come here. I'm looking for the most. Remember, wicks can go above and below. Maybe here. So what do I got? 124 to 286. What is that difference? 124, 286. Now I got to do the math. Number's too big for me to do in my head. 286 minus 124, 162. So we got $162 price difference. So if I go 286, so plus 286, we should be looking at this next point to be at 448. 448. You may be saying, Travis, it didn't touch right there. All right, that's close enough. It didn't touch right there. Cool. Remember, we're going back to the beginning and we're trying to create our data. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? I forgot they did a whole price split and all that good stuff. All right. So anyways, we're back. That's too far of a time frame, as you can see. So we really need to go back to like 1 year. Remember, I'm trying to see wicks. That's what I need to see in my window. I need to see the wicks. So if I was looking at this, remember, just because those lines are there from our 5-year window, like I can't chart up from my 5-year window. I need to make new support and resistance. And it'll actually allow me to home in a whole lot better. So if I come here and I'm saying, okay, on a 1 year, for what I can see, remember, it's what I can see in here before I can't see any more wicks. And that's where I lost my wicks. All right, so right here, from what I can see, I'm looking for support and resistance. And I'm just using my eyeball. And I'm going to change this color so I know there's a difference. One's a 5-year time frame. One's a 1-year time frame. All right. Looking right around here. All right, so we got 258 to 213. So if I do 258 minus 213, we got 45. So 213 minus 45, we get 168. So if I clone this, say 168, 168. Now you notice again, is pretty much right there. So if I was trading, this is what I could look to trade throughout these windows. If I was long-term investing, I'm looking for my 5-year markers and I need to be patient. But remember, this is a pretty large gap between 124 and 286. So if I understand that this is my ceiling, man, I had this Friendsgiving and I still got nets flying around this house driving me crazy. But anyways, so now that I see right here, I technically could have bought in, as it was coming back down. 167 and 124, that's not that much of a price difference. So I could take a look here and say, okay, I could buy in that window. But anyways, I'm looking at current time. I need to see, did this hold up true previously? Like, because if it didn't hold up true previously, I can't look and hold it for currently. So now I can see in this previous area, because I never seen this data, I only marked it from the front. I can see, I can see that price came here and treated it like support. Look at it. So if it's support the one, it got to be resistance on the flip side. Again, let's keep going and seeing. Well, look, wasn't it resistance? There it was resisting. And I just marked this up from current time. So without me looking at current time again, let me look at what Tesla did back here. Remember, we got a window. I can take this. What was it? 100 and it was 45. So I could take this red clone and take this up 45. So 286 plus 45. We're looking at 331. All right, that's close enough. So that's my next gap right there. And what do you see? Here we go with a bunch of wick touches. Let me clone it again. All right, plus 45, 376. Boom. Well, what do you know? I'm telling you, man, it's crazy how this stuff be working out. 376 plus 45, 421. Boom. All right. So now remember, my blue is my long time window. My red is my 1 year window. This is from history back in 2021 of what Tesla did. So let's get back to current time because I was able to mark the chart based off of history. We're going to come back here to current price. Well, what do we see? Tesla has now gone above that longevity resistance and is treating it as support. So if Tesla was to come back down around this 286 window, 287 window, like you should probably look to get in because the wicks and candles, they've closed over top already. Now, I do like to be patient again, and I really wanted to come down, confirm that this is a new support. How do I know that? It's going to come touch it, give it a wick, and go back up. I'm going to let it go back up, and it's going to come back down again, touch it, and that's when I'll get in. Patience. Sometimes it doesn't come back down again. It comes back down this one time, and then it goes back up to the moon. But it usually won't touch all the way up to here. It may come back to here and then come back down. And when it comes back down, they'll put something in the news and say X, Y, and Z happened or whatnot. But to me, it was just this support and resistance stuff going on. That's what I was looking at. So you could, well, yeah, if you were looking at a Tesla, I honestly would not get into Tesla unless it came back down here to this, around this 287, 286 window right here. Maybe 290. But if you want to snipe, 286. I get in heavy too. That's the other thing about how I invest. When it hits one of my, support, I get in heavy. And what can end up happening is this thing called value investing. So what you should do is, let's say you get in heavy here, like each one of these points, I'm getting rid of some of it and keeping my profits. So I take some of my profits here. It gets here, I take some of my profits. It gets here, I take some of my profit. It get all the way up here, I take some of my profits. Well, you're probably saying, well, Travis, how do you get more money? Because what happens, it gets here, I take some profits. It comes back down here, I buy in again. It gets up to here, I take some profit. It comes all the way back down here, I buy in again. Now, what happens if, okay, well, it breaks through your support and now it goes down? Well, again, since I got it charted up, I'm being patient and say, okay, well, it just broke through here. Remember, I need confirmation. So I'm not doing anything now because I'm going to lose money if I get rid of it. But if I know my chart says, hey, it's going to come back, well, I just got to be patient. I can actually go on history and say, well, how long should I be sitting in this window before I start to panic? Well, time says that, hey, you should look from, what is this, April 23rd to September 24th, over a year that we needed to move that way. So what him being in the office, this is probably your new yearly window right here. This will be your support. 446 will be your resistance. You know what I'm saying? This is just easy stuff that, you pay attention to and make yourself quite a bit of money. Once again, make sure that you're hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this feed out with other individuals. If you guys want to know more information and how the heck does Travis know all this stuff that he be talking about, guys, don't forget, you can always visit travisknows.com and stay updated with everything that I got going on. You can jump inside of our community located right here. Join our Pure Money community and ask questions, man. I love talking about investing and things of that nature. So go ahead and jump in there. Start asking me about government contracting. Now that's a different story, right? But investing and stuff like that by all means. But anyways, let me see if there's any questions. Over an hour in here. FTX rugged. AVAX. Let me see. Crypto block bully. Don't do these low cap coins. Please. Hey, trying to tell you, you get your money taken right there. Price and time matter the most. Absolutely. That is what matters the most when it comes to this crypto stuff. All right, guys. Oh man, I be forgetting to look at my LinkedIn. I apologize to you guys. Let me double check LinkedIn and make sure I ain't got no questions in there. Cool. All right. Well, that's all that I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed something from tonight. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you guys picked up any new information from the night. Remember, you can go sign up with Coinbase and get involved with cryptocurrency or stocks of that nature. There's another one called M1 that I am a fan of. I guess I should put all of this on travisknows.com too. I'll get that updated on there. But M1 is one that I'm a fan of when it comes to, you can actually buy stock and crypto there on M1 as well as Roth IRAs, which I didn't touch. What you really should be buying crypto in is in your Roth IRA, so you don't have to pay taxes on it. But, that's a story for another day. In the meantime, if you ain't got all that stuff in place, just get you a piece of crypto, guys. And don't look at it no more. Just buy it, hold it. So you're not going to be spending something that you're looking to want back. Get you a piece of Dogecoin. Let me go back to that chart again. Because hey, look, I'm trying to tell you. What was it? Crypto? Doge. Yeah. Oh man. There we go. Yeah. I'm definitely. You got to get you a piece of this Dogecoin. It's only, in the 30 centile. The price then went down today too. Excuse me. It would be good if you got to wait until 33, but I don't know if it's going to get to 33. I don't, with Elon and his news, and I'm pretty sure people are putting Department of Government Efficiency together, and they probably in these pump and dump chat groups talking about Dodge. So it may jump off, and we do need to pay attention to this. This is absolutely a pump and dump type situation. So you need to make sure that you're charting this out and you're ready to dump, right? I ain't saying get rid of all of it, but what we sure enough going to do is take some profits along the way. So, you put $5,000-$6,000 at 33 cents. It goes up 43 cents. That's 10 cents. What, 10 cents you made on a dollar? Ain't a lot, but the risk ain't that high. But if it can go from 38 cents or 33 cents whenever you get in, and Elon get this thing going at over $1 or something, let me look at the all-time high. So the all-time high of it was at 48 cents. Yeah. So the all-time high was at 48 cents. We had 33. So opportunity is what I'm telling you. I can't say yay or nay. So you see how these candles change though? Look at this one big candle. This was on a monthly. So this is a month candle. This isn't going to complete until the end of November. So it could go above this because it's already gone through that resistance. It couldn't hold there so far this month. It could not hold above 43 cents. It is possible for it to get to 48 cents though. Still this month. Because it broke through. But according to our principles, we don't quite know yet. We got to wait and be patient. But hey, Dogecoin, opportunities there for you guys. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed this segment. We'll be back here talking about cryptocurrency and government contracts. Yes, it's going to be definitely something that we need to pay attention to. Again, as all these key players are getting, put into position to lead our nation, and a lot of them, again, pay attention to cryptocurrency. So we need to look towards that. How would that impact the infrastructure of the United States of America? Because if they start accepting cryptocurrencies, well, there's a lot of infrastructure that got to be put in place for this to happen, which contractors like you and me will be able to handle. Maybe there's ATMs that we got to put in places, or computers got to be put in places to monitor transactions, because the whole thing with the blockchain is you can identify who is making every transaction. So maybe that's something that needs to be built out for a government agency. You could be the person to build that stuff out. But again, tomorrow we're going to be taking a look at what's out there in the market. I'll show you guys tools that I use, and again, I'm looking at it live with you guys, so it's not like it's pre-made, so you could get my thought pattern and see how I look through things and ask questions about how I operate and do this, so you can get yourself to move forward faster. But that is tomorrow. On Thursday, we'll dive deeper into the tools. The following week, I will not be on here, so I won't be back again until that next week. Outside of that, don't forget TravisKnows.com. Make sure you join our community. I hope that you guys picked up some valuable information out of tonight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with 3 other entrepreneurs or business owners that need to find out a little bit more about this thing called cryptocurrency. That's all I got for you guys tonight. This will go off when the music goes off. Y'all have a blessed night.
It's just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one